Have you ever heard of a raccoon who truly believed she was a dog? This is the story of Pumpkin. Not just a raccoon, but a symbol of resilience, love, and the unexpected bonds that can form when someone dares to care.
It all began in the Bahamas, a place known for turquoise waters and sunny skies. But one stormy morning changed everything. Somewhere in a backyard, a baby raccoon fell from a tree. She was just a few weeks old, fragile, alone. Her mother was nowhere to be found. The fall broke her back leg. She was crying, scared, and barely moving. A wild raccoon in this state wouldn't last long. Predators, dehydration, infection. Her odds were close to zero.
But that morning, a woman named Laura Young stepped into her story. Laura and her husband had no experience raising wild animals, but when they found the little raccoon, something inside them said, "Don't walk away." They took her in, wrapped her in a blanket, and named her Pumpkin.
The next days were a battle. Every feeding was delicate. Every movement had to be gentle. Pumpkin's leg was injured and she was too young to even walk properly. But she fought. With every blink, every stretch, every squeaky sound, she showed a will to live. Laura bottle-fed her around the clock, kept her warm, and introduced her slowly to the other members of the household. Two rescue dogs who had seen their own share of hardship, and that's when something magical happened. Pumpkin didn't just accept her new family, she joined them completely. She began mimicking the dogs, sleeping curled up next to them, following them from room to room, and even trying to eat from their bowls. She barked, or at least tried to. She cuddled, played, and chased them, just like a little sibling. She wasn't trying to survive anymore. She was living, and not just living, thriving.
Laura began capturing these moments and posting them online, and within weeks, something incredible happened. People across the world fell in love with this unusual trio. Photos of Pumpkin cuddling with the dogs, stealing snacks, or climbing onto furniture went viral. Instagram exploded. Suddenly, this little rescued raccoon had thousands of fans, then hundreds of thousands. But with that attention came questions. Should wild animals live in homes? Is it right to raise a raccoon like a dog? Laura never pretended Pumpkin was a pet. She always made one thing clear: Pumpkin couldn't be released into the wild. She was injured, imprinted on humans, and wouldn't survive. She wasn't forced to act like a dog. She chose to be part of the pack.
Pumpkin had personality, and plenty of it. She was sassy, clever, and endlessly curious. She'd open cabinets, knock things over, sneak food when no one was watching, and then act completely innocent when caught. But she was also affectionate, gentle, and surprisingly emotional. She was more than cute. She was complex, like a little person in a furry mask.
Over the years, Pumpkin became a symbol, not just of animal rescue, but of second chances, of how love, even the messy, unpredictable kind, can change a life. She didn't live in a zoo. She didn't live in a cage. She lived in a home where she was loved fiercely, and she returned that love in her own wild, wonderful way.
Pumpkin passed away in 2019. Her fans around the world mourned her like they'd lost a friend. Tributes poured in. But her legacy didn't end there. She had shown the world that kindness matters, that the most unlikely creatures can become family, and that sometimes the wildest hearts can be the most loving. Pumpkin the Raccoon may have fallen from a tree that stormy day, but in the hearts of millions she landed in the perfect place.